God never said to be seedful. He said to be fruitful. Be fruitful. Seed precedes fruit. God is saying, look, produce fruit. He didn't say produce seed, which means that God has already concluded you are carrying seed. I'm getting ready to go now. Y'all get this? So everybody in this auditorium, you came to earth with a seed. God says, give me the fruit. People don't eat seed. They don't pay for seed. They don't run after seed. Be fruitful. There's something you're carrying. A lady came to my office crying. She was so depressed. And she said, Pastor, I just got fired, laid off from my job. They're cutting back, and I just got laid off. And I got 3 children all by myself. And I was working at the hotel making beds. And now I lost my job. All I have in my hand is my last paycheck. What am I supposed to do? And she started weeping and complaining. And she said, this is all I have. And I got 3 children. How am I going to feed them? And she was there weeping. I just looked at her and I smiled. She said, how can you be smiling when my whole family just got canceled? I said, are you finished? Yes, Pastor. I said, okay. I said, I know you. You've been coming to this church a long time. I said, do you have an oven in your house? Yes. I said, how many times do you use your oven in a week? Once. I said, wait a minute. You bought an oven and it's there 7 days a week and you only use it once a week. Yes, every Sunday. I said, that means you are abusing your oven. It is lying idle 6 days a week. Useless. What are you getting at, Pastor? I said, do you have any flour in your house? Yes. Do you have any sugar? Yes. I said, look, you remember those cookies you made for me a few times? Yes. I want you to go home and take this last check you have and buy all the ingredients that you made those cookies from. And I want you to make cookies and take them back to the same hotel that laid you off. And give everybody in the hotel free cookies. What are you talking about, Pastor? I said, just do what I say. If you obey me, you'll succeed. But I said, you obey me and you'll succeed. Okay. So she left my office. I prayed for her, prayed over the check. I said, go. And she went to the food store, baked cookies that night, called me up. She says, I'm going to the hotel to give them out. I said, that's fine. And she went to the hotel. Little plastic bags, give everybody, all the employees, all the managers, supervisors, give everybody free cookies. And they were shocked to see her back on premises. She said, I just came to tell you all thanks. 2 days later, she called me. She says, Pastor Myles, I got orders for 15 dozen cookies. I said, that's good. I said, tell them you want prepayment. She went back, made up a little form, and they prepaid. She paid 15 dozen cookies. The next week it was 25. 6 months later she had to get a beautiful industrial oven. Then she hired 2 people to help her make the batter. 1 year later this lady had an employment of 12 people, 1,000 dozen cookies every month. 2 years later she has a factory. All the big food stores are buying her cookies packaged. And today she's a multi-millionaire. One day she came to see me and she was dressed real sharp in a suit with a bag in her hand. And she said, Pastor, I just came to tell you thanks. I said, thanks for what? I forgot what was going on. She said, I bought you some cookies. I said, oh, I know who you are. Yeah. She said, yes, the company's going fine. 115 people on staff. Distribution all over the place. She said, I just want to thank you. And I want to thank God for them firing me. And she says, there's something in the bag. And I looked in the bag, there was an envelope. And I said, what is it? She said, just open it. I opened it up. With $10,000 US check. She said, I just want to tell you thanks for letting me see that my gift was always in me. And it was buried under a job. And that lady is a testimony today. As I close this meeting, I want you to know that God sent me to upset you. That you will stop allowing other people to suffocate your dream and to stifle your vision. Inside of you is an awesome person that will change the world.
Luke chapter 13, verses 6 and 7. He also spoke this parable. A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came seeking fruit on it and found none. Then he said to the keeper of his vineyard, "Look, for 3 years I have come seeking fruit on this fig tree and find none. Cut it down. Why does it use up the ground?" Jesus taught a lot of lessons with parables, and in this parable he's talking about bearing fruits or producing results. And the key lesson we learn here is that God wants us to produce results. He doesn't just want us to exist. He doesn't want us to just be active. It's important to invest and not procrastinate and all of that. But at the end of the day, all of that must produce results.